So we're gonna get straight into it. I have notes on my phone. So recently, if you've been paying attention to my husband's channel, we did a few videos talking about mass deportation and what our thoughts are on that. So I'm just gonna quickly reiterate some of our thoughts. We feel like if a person migrates to a foreign country and they have been in this foreign country for a long period of time and been there from they were children, they should not be deported back to Jamaica. That's if they've been in this foreign land for more years than they have lived in Jamaica. So basically, if you're a grown person and you commit a crime, yes, you need to be sent back to Jamaica. But if you're a child and you left the island, you've been socialized into their customs, traditions, you basically became a criminal based on their culture, their organization, their socialization, then you need to stay where you're at. It's unfair to Jamaica because Jamaica don't have the facilities to house these deportees a lot of times. And a lot of times they're sending deportees that are hardened criminals. And I'm not going to say all of them, because some of them, they literally left Jamaica because they wanted to have a good life. I should have brought a wipe. Give me a sec. They left Jamaica because they wanted a good life and they basically overstayed trying to accomplish that goal. And we can't blame them for trying because, and let me just put this out there. This video is not to stigmatize deportees. This video is not to condemn them. This is not to make deportees feel bad about going back home to Jamaica. This is just me expressing my thoughts and opinions. This is my channel. That's what I do. I find that people tend to listen, but they don't understand exactly what I say, or they choose not to understand, and then they make it into a big deal and a big hoopla, which is quite annoying sometimes. But anyways, it's not to stigmatize them, it's not to do any of that. So a lot of these people are coming into Jamaica hardened criminals. They've been in the prison system, whether in the United States, England, Canada, for years, and they're coming back to Jamaica, hardened criminals that was socialized in being a criminal from a foreign country. While these foreign countries have all the capabilities, equipment, opportunity, people to handle these criminals, Jamaica does not. And we see it time and time again. But Jamaica, I feel like is a pushover. I don't know if it's our mentality of just being friendly, accepting, or what it is, but Jamaican government seems to be one of those government system that is easily pushed over, and quite frankly it's very annoying. They're sending these people to Jamaica that have issues that we are not able to actually treat. These people come to Jamaica with all sorts of illnesses, and this is not to stigmatize them or any of that. They come with a lot of stuff wrong with them because they've been locked in a jail cell for years and years, sometimes in confinement for years and years and years. And human beings are social creatures. They're not supposed to be locked away like that. It does something to them, but still they do it, and they sent these people to Jamaica that have a lot of mental issues. They're unstable mentally. They have become hardened criminals from being socialized in an environment like the prison system. And quite honestly, it's sad, but it's the truth. Jamaican people and culture tend to stigmatize deportees, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. It is what it is. A lot of people have it to say that you get the opportunity, you need to be appreciative and do the best and be yourself a people country. Yes, we know that, but still not all of them are going to heed that. Not all of them are going to do what they're supposed to do. We are past that. We know that they're supposed to behave themselves. We know that they're supposed to follow rules, laws, and regulation when they go to these people's country, but they don't. So because they're not following these rules, law, and regulation when they go to these people's country, they probably are not going to follow rules, laws, and regulation when they go to Jamaica. So some form of reintegration, some form of processing needs to take place when they go to Jamaica. So for example, when these deportees go to Jamaica, I'm trying to look for my contour, but I can't find it. When these deportees are deported to Jamaica, these people need to be checked. What type of diseases they're coming in with, what were their issues, a full medical breakdown from when they were a child in the UK to when they got locked up in the prison system. Or if you just overstay, then you are free to go about your business, or join the reintegration program where these people learn a skill, learn how to cope with being in basically a foreign land. These people learn how to reintegrate themselves into society and be a productive, progressive part of Jamaican society. And they also need to be tracked, because the charter flight of 17 people that was sent to Jamaica, they made it clear that these people were criminals. They spent over 300 years combined in the prison system. So these people that are hardened criminals, rapists, murderer, manslaughter, abusers, need to be tracked, and Jamaican government need to have some form of tracking with them. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, this is Jamaica we're talking about. They are not gonna do any of this. We like to talk about the problems, so we are giving solutions also where this is concerned. They need to be tracked. We need to know all of everything that they're bringing into the country, all the diseases, everything. They need to check in twice a year, update their address, whatever they have going on, it needs to be updated. Also, they need to have the reintegration program where they teach them how to write a resume, how to use what you have learned in a foreign country and make yourself a better person. They need to teach them a skill, whether trade, electrician or trade, carpenter, barbering, whatever the case is. Don't just have them and sitting in Jamaica unable to cope, unable to redesign themselves, unable to be a good person in society, and then blame them when they turn to criminality or crime and violence. That is not right. It is alleged and that Jamaica gets monetary compensation for every single deportee that comes into Jamaica. So all the stuff that I'm saying, they need to implement the integration program, making sure that they are checked medically, making sure that they check in twice a year, or something that they can do with the money, the alleged money that they're getting. And a lot of people like to think Jamaica is poor, but Jamaica is not poor. Jamaica just got what, $7.1 billion from the tolls alone, and that's not going into Jamaica's pocket. That is going straight to China. Okay, China built the toll and the highway, so they're getting compensation back for the money that they put in, and we have 50 years to pay that back. So, and also one thing I hated was how these people are not given any sense of humanity. They basically come to Jamaica, everybody and their mother knows that they are deportees because it has been blasted all over, and it's so sad. It's very, very sad. Way more needs to be done for these people, because honestly I feel like this is one of the reasons why Jamaica crime rate is so high, because there's a whole lot of deportees in Jamaica. When these deportees go back home, they're unable to secure a job, unable to fulfill their lifelong hopes of being a great, productive person in society. Most Jamaicans don't grow up thinking that, oh, I'm just gonna become robber, thief, murderer, a manslaughterer, rapist. Most Jamaicans don't grow up like that. Most Jamaicans want to be productive, progressive people in society. And after a while of trying, or whether poverty, whether their situation, their life, whether whatever the case is, they turn to another life. So it's up to us now to correct the wrongs and make Jamaica safe for all the people that are doing due diligence in Jamaican society. Protect them the same way that the UK minister is trying to protect the people in UK. So we don't even have any statistics to say that, okay, there's a whole lot of deportees coming back to Jamaica. Let me just find out real quick how many of these deportees are actually participating in criminal activities. There's no real statistics to prove that they are a part of the problem, and that right there is a problem in itself. Before we can do anything, we need to figure out how to make this situation better for everybody involved. For Jamaican citizens that are living there, that are scared of these deportees because they made it loud and clear that these people that are coming back are criminals and they're rapists, murderer, and all these things, and they're scared out their mind. And we also need it to make it better that these people that have done their time, paid their bits to society in another country, is able to come to Jamaica and reintegrate themselves, be a productive part of Jamaican society. Stuff like this will cause people to turn to crime and violence even when they have no intentions of turning to crime and violence. Just the mere fact of being stigmatized with being a deportee will cause that to them, or will do that to them. And we see documentaries, we see people talking about how hard it is to get on your feet when you come home. So why not help them? Why not help? They're getting the money. What are you doing with the money, Mr. Andrew Holness and everybody else that is involved in Parliament? So I want you guys to comment in the comment section and tell me what else you think needs to be added to this situation to make it a better situation for Jamaicans being deported and also Jamaicans living in Jamaica, because this has become an issue. Do you think our government just need to simply stop accepting these deportees, or they need to make sure that all the deportees that come back to Jamaica are people that are supposed to be deported in the first place, and not people that were sent to these countries with a clean bill of health that they messed up with their environment and their issues? What are your thoughts on that? Because it's an issue and we need to address it. I don't want to hear nothing about they need to guide the people in place and behave. We know that. Everybody and their mother know that. But they don't behave themselves. So let's pass that part. What should they do to make the situation better? And this is a lesson to all the people that are in these foreign countries. Just to know that you need to go back to your yard. You need to know how the culture is, because they're not ramp fling we out. All when you sit this. I don't know what type of lippy to do with this eye color, but let's try. Let's test it out. Let's test out some of these. My gut wants to say this. Let's do this one.
You sleeping?
No, I'm not sleeping.
Welcome. You don't see your coffee real color? Bill said that's not a compliment. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss, Bill. Jesus Christ.
Alright, so
You are the talented sister.
yeah, okay, I'll take that one.
Jesus Christ. My heart did it.
Yeah. So comment in the comment section and tell me what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.